Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the quick update over at the situation at the Donetsk front. This is Donetsk front, and this is Donetsk city, and now this is looking like a snake. It doesn't look like a snake, it looks like something else. Anyway, over at this Donetsk front, there is Russian offensive that is still ongoing, and it's very interesting because what we're seeing here, okay, this is a bit too much zoom. Okay, there is the Ukrainians reported the Russians are attacking Vodyane, and this is corroborating Russian claims. And also there is fighting reported at Volodymyrivka. And the Ukrainians are also reporting Russians pushing at Prechystivka, which means the Russians are pushing at this direction. These are the push. And I'm not sure, again, this front is something that I always interested to look at further, because it's always the places where it can screw up everything for the Ukrainians. And this is now reignited again. I'm not sure if this is going to develop into some major offensive. It is surprising that the Ukrainians are talking about Vodyane. I don't ever think that I saw Ukrainians reporting about Vodyane. It's always the Russians talking about it. So this is actually very concerning, to say the least. And the Russians are also, of course, pushing over at Krasnohorivka, Heorhiivka, as well as Novomykhailivka. I will talk about this a bit more, which I also did cover in the Frontline Changes report. So this is the current situation. We can see there is a vector moving up north, moving up towards Krasnohorivka to break to the rear. And then there's one going through Heorhiivka. Povomaisky is, and you can see this push up north. So the directions is a bit here and there. It doesn't look like there is a big arrow kind of movement right now. So we will continue to monitor. It doesn't look like a pincer or something. So it's nothing of that for now. We move on over this in the Marinka sector to talk a bit more. All this icon behind is Ukrainian artillery getting destroyed in the rear positions. So the Russians are definitely hunting for Ukrainian artillery that is probably giving the Russians some problems, which is why we can see all this hunting. And over at the Novomykhailivka region, there is flag raising, so confirming the Russians have arrived at this center area, confirming the Russian claims to be accurate, that the Russians are indeed taken this position. This is now confirmed through geolocation. And the Heorhiivka also have some updates with the Russians pushing towards the center of Heorhiivka right now, or Heorhiivka. So the Russians are making this push very quickly. Yesterday or the day before, we have confirmation about the Russians taking this ground, according to the Ukrainians. But now the Russians are moving ahead and moving forward furthermore. So we will continue to monitor and see what's the situation over at Heorhiivka. And at Krasnohorivka, the Russian claims continue to expand, and with the Russians now claiming that they have taken the entire southeastern outskirts of Krasnohorivka along this entire railway track. And the Russians are still claiming that they are fighting within the southern part of Krasnohorivka, and in fact, in their mapping, the grey zones go pretty big. The grey zone is actually quite big, but of course, because I'm not mapping the grey zone, I'm only mapping the confirmed line. So we will continue to monitor. The Ukrainians have not acknowledged this entire thing at all. So we will continue to monitor and see how this goes. There is indeed no geolocations to confirm Russian presence in the south of Krasnohorivka just yet. The geolocations is merely, Russian airstrike as well as a Russian artillery strike. So the Russians are striking these positions, which is also, at least it's not here where the Russians are supposedly is at. So this could be a supporting action, fire support for the Russian troops that is pushing on the ground. But we will continue to monitor and see how this progress. I'm definitely looking forward to some kind of corroboration from the Ukrainian side, because if not, this is feeling very one-sided. This parallel universe have to end. So we will continue to wait and see. So anyway, this is a quick update over the situation at the Donetsk front. And thank you for watching. Do press the like button, and I'll see you guys after my birthday.